Hey there, internet friends. This is Magic Brad with the Magic Brad Show. Here, I'll show you. See? TheMagicBradShow.com. That's me. So, if you're on Facebook, hello. If you're on YouTube, subscribe, please. Or if you're on Facebook, go over to YouTube and subscribe. And then if you like this video, give me a little thumbs up like that. Or ring that little notification bell. Ding. That's the bell. Do I have a bell here? I don't have a bell. Yes, I do. There's a bell. An angel got her wings. So, state of the event industry. I just got off the phone with a friend of mine that works at a fairly significant venue, and we talked a little bit about it. It's not looking good. It's kind of a bummer. A lot of people don't realize that in the event industry, what ends up happening is if the venue closes, that means the event planner doesn't have anything to plan. And if they don't have anything to plan, then the people that lose the jobs or the gigs is like I used to do magic full time. The magician would be fired or put aside. The limousines for like weddings, the florists don't need them anymore. The tables, the chairs, the linens don't need them anymore. The food, the wine, the champagne, don't need it. The AV, the photographer, don't need it. The videographer, don't need it. The DJ or the band, a dance floor, don't need it. A stage, don't need it. There's a lot of people that get affected by this. The invitations for the event, for a trade show, the people that do the pipe and the drape, put all that stuff up there. The registration people, the people with the badges and the lanyards and all these things. The people who put down the carpet for the different booths. The signs and the banners and the exhibitors. So there's a lot that's been affected by that. And the reason I bring this up is because I just did a mailing out to my list for the Event Planners Expo that I do in March. And just kind of want to let them know that I don't know if the event expo is going to happen. And personally, I'm doing some other things. I'm doing online marketing and affiliate marketing and promoting other people's products on the internet because the event stuff's just not around anymore. So that's the story. What am I forgetting here? Oh, by the way, for those of you that don't know, this is my morning show, the Magic Brad Morning Show, because it is morning, at least here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. So this has affected a lot of different people, and I'm doing what I can. If somebody wants some help with trying to get some jobs or figuring out how to innovate and pivot, like my friend Todd Anderson, he does Elvis impersonations. And when this first happened, he was wondering, what am I going to do? And he ended up turning his living room into a studio. He set up all of his sound equipment and everything, and he performed in his living room and then broadcast that over Facebook. And some of his clients could actually still watch by having the thing projected up on a screen at their homes. And then a magician friend of mine ended up doing what he called a turf and tar magic show, where he would go out in your driveway or your front yard, significant distance away from anybody, and he would continue to do birthday parties and things like that. And they'd just pay via PayPal, and then he'd drive up and do the show from a distance. So it's really changed a lot, but people are innovating and trying to make it happen. And I've been researching some of these virtual expos and virtual event platforms. The ones that I've seen are very expensive. And I don't know why they're that expensive, but they're like $25,000, $30,000 just to get the thing set up. And then they limit, I don't know why they limit it, but they limit it, this one that I'm speaking of, limits it to 50 vendors, 50 exhibitors. So first off, $20,000, you're going to have to charge a lot for a booth to get your money back from the vendors. And then when they limit it to only 50, because my show was usually about 100. I had about, I mean, I only, this last time I only sold about 40 or 50, but you need to have more to be able to make it work after you pay for the venue and you pay for your advertising and your marketing and your commissions for your sales staff and all the other expenses, the pipe and the drape and the tables and the chairs, all these things, they all have expenses. And when they're charging $25,000 just to set it up, and then they limit it to 50 booths, so you can only do 50, and then they charge $150 per other booth, that takes a big gouge, not just a niche, but a gouge. It takes a big gouge out of the profit. So it's, I think maybe a lot of these things were developed by techie type people and not event type people. They don't realize the expenses when it comes to doing these events. They think that, oh, exhibitors are just free and they get all their money at the door. That's really not the way all these trade shows actually work. The money comes from selling exhibit space, and then it goes into advertising to get people to walk through the door. The small $6 or $10 you might get at the door is insignificant, really. It's not like the big Minnesota State Fair where admissions amount to something, or concerts or something like that. So I think a lot of these platforms that are developed, they don't understand the event industry, and they end up developing them from a techie point of view. And they can make them so they look kind of cool, that you walk into the building and you see this big banner and there's the exhibit hall. You click on the exhibit hall and it zooms in to a bunch of different vendor booths. You can click on a vendor booth and it pops it open for a big one or a small one. And then you can Zoom with the people, or you can chat message with the people. So they do have some, they're kind of cool, but they're not designed the way, the pricing model at least, it's not designed for a producer, promoter point of view at all. It's way overpriced. I don't know what their expenses are to do that kind of stuff. I mean, to put a developer to work to do that, they're probably rekindling or recouping their expenses and stuff. But so a lot of event planners are having second thoughts of what they're going to do, probably not till next year, maybe mid-May, June, July. Don't know. So, excuse me. My plans are to keep my finger on the pulse of the industry, watch what's going on, and with the Event Expo, possibly running it in parallel with a virtual type of event, whether it's a virtual event or it's just online marketing. You know, I think events are going to come back. Maybe they're going to happen in 2021 or 2022. We don't know, but the vendors still got to keep on marketing and being top of mind with the planners and the clients that are going to hire these vendors. So that's still got to happen. So that's what I'm doing, is doing what I can to keep that pipeline full of leads and find these people that are planning events and connecting them with the people that supply them. That's kind of always been my platform. If I remember the slogan back when my friend Ron Eccles was officing with me, we used to have an office at International Market Square where I did the show in the 90s, back in the 90s. What was my phrase? It was a neutral playing field for planners and suppliers to meet, connect, and do business. That was it. A neutral platform for planners and suppliers to meet, connect, and do business. So we're trying to create that, only it's virtual these days. Anyways, I don't have much more to say. If you want to know more about me, you can go to MagicBrad.com right down here. And if you want to connect with me, contact me, you can contact me at contactmagicbrad.com here. That's got a place for getting on Facebook Messenger and using my phone. This thing, you can talk to me on the phone. Yeah. And that's all I got, really. So this is the MagicBradShow.com. You can, if you're interested in getting involved with what I'm pulling together, I'm doing some marketing via actually going back to direct mail postcards, where I can direct mail invitations for people to come to a virtual event or a video interview like this. and doing what we can to meet, connect, and do business. Okie dokie. That's all I got. Peace, love, and happiness. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be well. Be good. Be safe. Peace.